afternoon, ethics class. How are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming to you week number 2. First and foremost, I apologize. For some reason, I attempted to move my microphone in the previous class, and it disrupted my I guess sound. So sorry about that. I think we got it figured out. So we're on the mends here. Anyhow, really quickly, the video really dealt with sort of what I did for the weekend. Wanted to connect with you guys. The purpose of this the purpose of this discussions in particular, and this video, is to connect with you. So I want to bring something up because I think it's important for you guys to realize that I read every discussion. For the most part, most of you are doing great. You're telling me your story. You're telling me your involvement. You're telling me your voice. But there's a group of students that I think maybe just haven't gotten around to understanding how this functions. AI is a great tool. I use it all the time. But it is predictable. It's exactly what it is. It's software, which predicts what you're going to say next. So if I say the sun is shining today and I feel happy, it looks for millions of other things that are similar. If I say something like roses are red, violets are blue, it's going to predict what the next statement should be. So here's what's happened in education. And I'm sharing this because I believe that many of you are taking this class seriously. Ethics is a very serious theme. And even in this, it's important to understand the ethical perspective of it. Like the video that you're going to watch, Enron, these guys didn't start off saying, I'm going to be a bad person. They end up in jail, as you'll see, and one of them ends up dying before he goes to jail. But they end up in jail because ethically they didn't know where their limits were. So it becomes even more dangerous as we prepare people to go into the business world to understand this concept. Because what students do is they don't understand the technology, or they don't understand certain things about the technology, and they'll prompt it to respond to summarize this video from YouTube. And the response is exactly the same over and over again. So I end up with discussion posts that are supposed to be your voice, your original thoughts, your mindset. And what it does is it has a very similar structure because you ran it through AI, and AI made it a generic statement instead of it being an authentic voice that you bring to the table. Now, I'm sharing this because I think it's important not only from an ethical perspective, but you're going to go to other colleges eventually, I'm assuming, to get higher level degrees. And they're not as tolerating as we are. In my class, I expect you to participate as I expect myself to participate with you. I make this video. This isn't a requirement of the class for me to make a video to share with you what's going on in an online class. Some of you already have taken other online classes and you see how they run it. And I'm not trying to judge anyone. I'm doing what I feel is the correct thing to do because we are business professionals, and you are or will become a business professional. So it would be an injustice if I don't bring this up to you. I think it's important for you to understand that AI has its place in our business world, in our society, and I wouldn't be freaked out about it like some people are, but I also wouldn't depend on it like some people have become. If you're prompting your discussion, I know you are, for many reasons, and I'll just show you one. It will continuously create the same topic on the same theme because that's what it's prompting to do. If you're summarize this, it's going to tell me, well, the video from so-and-so was about this, and it discussed that. And it has a very similar structure. I know what the video is about, guys. I put the video up. I've watched the video. I understand the story. I am looking for you to tell me your perspective of it. In other words, do you believe the Enron scandal, for example, deemed the government of the United States to come and get involved in business? We have always been sort of a hands-off with politics and business, allow capitalism and free enterprise to sort of sort its problems out. But yet we see how that was corrupted and how ethics played a role in that. So we go, hey, we need government to step in and say this is wrong. And if you sign a paper saying that you reviewed it, then you should be held responsible for that. So if you are a boss and you said, yes, I reviewed these numbers and they are correct, and they're not correct, and someone gets hurt and they sue your company, you can face legal ramifications for that. So be careful. Sarbanes-Oxley Act was created because Enron's scandal. So I don't want to hear a summary of the video. I know the video. I've watched it. I want to hear a summary of you involved with the video. How that plays out in your world. Do you think Amazon might become a next Enron if we continue to blow up? Do you think it's a legitimate thing for people who are rich to have more and more accumulation of wealth and are manipulating the system? They've understand how to manipulate the system. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's right? Do you think that fits in our business world? Once again, I don't want to lecture you to death. I just want us to be on the same page. I am putting the effort to be a part of this conversation. I expect you to put your effort in too. It takes 10 minutes for you to put things in writing. Now, if you want to run it through ChatGPT, Grammarly, Claude, if you want to run it through Gronk, all of them, hey, cool. Fix your grammar, fix your spelling errors, fix your syntax, but don't lose your voice. Because when you go into the business world, 1 million people can prompt an AI machine. But only you can bring your unique perspective to this conversation. Only you can bring your unique point of view to this. And that's what the world looks for. I am not against AI. I am actually a subscriber. Like, I subscribe to it because it's a great tool. And I think ethically, it's important for you to understand where the barrier lies for you. And you should be able to use it in an appropriate manner. You know, if you're taking ethics, you're probably past your second semester. You're about to graduate in another 2 semesters. I think it's important for you to understand that in the real world, yes, this is utilized. But what people really want is you. Not an artificial machine, but you. You to speak, you to have an opinion, you to have a perspective, you to have ownership of what you say. So I expect that as well. So just to share with you a little bit about my life this week, tomorrow is Friday. I posted another video that didn't have sound. I don't know what happened, but, tomorrow morning at 6, I take a flight to Chicago. I'll be spending a weekend with my mom, taking her out, just doing a little something with her. Excited to do that. Then I'll be back on Sunday afternoon. And then, of course, Monday, I'll be hopefully making another video, getting it out to you guys. And then Friday of next week, we get to go visit a friend of mine that's in Dallas. So we try to get out as much as possible and explore the world as much as we can. I hope you had a great weekend, guys. It was an extended weekend. We have Memorial Day. Thank you for all of those that have served and the families that have lost loved ones. We appreciate it. We get to live this wonderful world because of you and because of the sacrifice your family has made and your loved ones. So I hope you guys got to enjoy this weekend. It was wonderful. I got to see my son on Monday. I got to see my my daughter on Saturday. We got to eat at a great restaurant called the Expat in Athens. Good stuff, but pricey if you're not sort of ordering properly, I guess is the best way to put it. But good place. And besides that, that's about it, guys. I'm sorry again that the video originally didn't work out, but here it is. I'll talk to you soon. Make sure you reply to this post and 2 others of your classmates and, of course, your original post. And I hope you understand where my heart is. I hope you understand that I am trying my best to give you or get you prepared for the business world as a whole. So take care. We'll see you next time. Stay hydrated. We'll talk to you soon.